All right. Hello, this is Maren Jorgensen with Fargo Underground. I'm coming to you live for the first time doing a little segment we call Off Topic. Today I have Jesse with Drekker Brewing. We're going to do a little
I
talking
can't
and
hear you.
let him talk about what's going on and what's new and what do we have. Can you hear me, Jesse? No,
Sorry, Maren, I can't hear you.
can't hear me. All right. Well, like I said, it's our first one and we're going to give it a shot. Um, well, we're going to wait a minute and we're going to get Jesse back. So like I said, this is a new thing we're going to start. We're going to try and do, we're not sure if we're doing weekly. We're not sure what we're doing, but we want to bring it to you and kind of talk about a lot of the great stores and great restaurants, venues, everything we have in town. You can call in or text in. You can do your questions, anything that you have. So let's try and get Jesse on again. Like I said, we're going to deal with our little quirks and see what we can find here. Bear with us. Get some music. All right, we have Jesse back. Can you hear us?
Hey, I can hear you this time.
Yay! All right, well, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Like I told everybody, this is our first, so we expect to have a little bugs and we'll work them out. And so we're welcome to join us, and I'm glad you can make it. This is
I'm
our
glad
off
to be the guinea
topic.
pig.
What's that?
I'm glad to be the guinea pig.
Well, we work well together, so I thought we could figure it out. But
Yep.
I was telling everybody this is our off topic. We're going to try and do it at least once a week. It's just what we're going to do to kind of bring everybody back to what they loved and kind of give everybody a little inside scoop on things they haven't been to or things they miss. So we're
All right.
glad to start with Drekker.
Cool.
So kind of what we wanted to start talking about. Now, a lot of people might not know Drekker or might not have been to your new location. But kind of give us an overview of when you moved to Brewhalla,
Sure.
kind of how that all started.
Sure. Drekker Brewing's been around about 5.5 years now. We started downtown, about 10 blocks to the east of us right now, and then about a year and a half ago, we made the move out to Brewhalla, as we call it. So it's our new brewery. It's an old 130, 140-year-old railroad building that's been restored, and so um, that's our new home base, and we're loving it.
I mean, it's great. You're going to have a huge events when we can start having events
Yeah,
again.
when we
Oh,
can have events, yeah,
yeah.
it's a lot of fun because we try to keep it as open as possible, and so everybody can see where the beer's made, but kind of so we can have people as close to the beer as possible, but still
And
have
I,
a lot of fun
yeah.
areas for people to be.
And I think that's what's so inviting is you do have it so open, and your mezzanine is great. You can sit up there and see everything. And
Yeah, you can look right down
yeah,
into
no,
the
I think
breweries.
it's a destination place. I really do. Um, so I don't know. Kind of, you were talking about that you're so popular that you're selling out of your beer so fast.
Well,
By the time you get them in, you're selling them out.
so we have kind of our regular staple beers that we always have,
Mm-hmm.
but some of the new ones that we come out with, you know, depending on what they are, they might not last. They might not last very long. So I think we were hoping to be able to talk about some of the new beers that we came out with last week, but most of those are gone already.
Yeah.
so
So if you
and
want
it,
them, get in there and get them
and
now. You're
they're
from the source.
and and it's not impossible to get them. I think we keep a certain amount for ourselves, and then it's all kind of divided up ahead of time. So some of it's still going out to local stores, and it'll probably actually start hitting store shelves today, but it gets split up so much that each store doesn't get a whole lot.
Okay, and that's the other thing I was going to ask you. So your beers, you can find them in all your area liquor stores. And
Right.
you have most at a lot of restaurants as well.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have when the restaurants are open, obviously,
Yeah.
there are a lot of them locally and regionally that have us on tap.
Good.
But yeah, almost every liquor store that you would go to for a good craft beer selection, you should be able to find some of our beer there.
Yeah. And they are good. I can attest to that.
Thank you.
So something that's really cool that's happening that we're glad to be part of is the All Together FM project.
Yeah.
And I know we've been trying to tell everybody about it, get the word out. I know you've been doing it, and everyone's trying to get the word out. I want to hear from you. What exactly is that All Together FM project, and how did you get involved?
Well, so the whole thing was, I mean, we'd been looking for, since the whole COVID-19 crisis started, we were kind of looking for, what can we do to help? And
Right.
so, I mean, so we did a few things that we're still doing. We tried to keep our staff working as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
We had to shut down our tap room, but we wanted to, give people hours where we could. So we have people doing Meals on Wheels deliveries every day. We did a bunch of shifts at the emergency food pantry, and then this came along, and this was altogether was started by Other Half Brewing in New York, in Brooklyn. And so they had this awesome idea to do this kind of an open-ended collaboration. So they were going to do their beer, and all the proceeds were going to go to service industry professionals, so hospitality workers, bar and restaurant workers.
Yeah.
And so, but they put the recipe out there for anybody to use.
Okay.
And so, we just thought that was an awesome idea.
I
and
agree.
so we took that recipe, made it our own a little bit.
Tweaked
and
it.
then of course, we can't just let anything be.
No,
but
I agree.
But so we made that beer,
Mm-hmm.
and we used their most of their label design. There's an area on there that we can make our own.
Sure.
But that way, if it's in all of the All Together beers, last I checked, there were about 700 of them. Wow. 700 different breweries around the country doing this, and it's all going. Everybody's doing their own thing as far as where the money's going. Some of them, some places there are local organizations that can get money or get money to hospitality workers.
Sure.
Or they're doing it for their own staff. There's a lot of that going on in bigger cities. But in our case, there was no local organization for that, so we kind of had to make something up, and that's why we called you guys. You guys would be great at helping us with that.
And I love that. I love that anytime the community needs something, we can always look for you to step up. I mean, it's great to have that support, and everyone knows that. I mean, I love that. I love that about you guys. You're always willing to help.
Well, we're trying to do what we can. I mean,
yeah, but that's how
at the end of the day, we make beer, and so
beer.
So we're hoping to do what we can within that to help our community out.
Yeah, and by the word that I've been hearing from people is it's really helping. It's just a boost for everybody to know that they're not in this alone. We're all helping, doing what we can, and the fact you jumped in and let others join and be part of it is
that's part of the fun part of this is that it's not just us. We're not it's
mm-hmm.
we're able to team up with Fargo Underground, and then we're able to team up with the FM Area Foundation to host this fund. And then all of the liquor stores that are carrying this have all agreed to donate not only just the proceeds, but it's an $18 4-pack. And so if you go buy that beer at a liquor store, they're going to donate $18. So they're donating not just the proceeds, but every dollar that they're getting for it has been being donated. So it's a really cool thing.
That's great. That's great. Well, thank you guys for doing that, because that's amazing. I don't know if you can tell us your secrets, but what did you guys do to tweak yours to make you stand out?
Sure.
Like you guys always do.
Well, I think that the recipe that they put out was pretty basic. We used we didn't change a whole lot.
Okay.
But a lot of it's we're using what we have and what we always use.
Mm-hmm.
So we, instead of using the yeast that they that they recommend. We just used our house IPA yeast.
Sure.
And we used a couple of hops that I think their recipe calls for Cascade hops, and we didn't have any of those, but we have this other hop called Ariana, and we've used that in a couple of IPAs and really liked it, and so we decided that that's what we're going to do, and it turned out really nice.
So it's our Midwest version,
right? Let's call it that.
And that's kind of IPAs are kind of your thing, isn't it?
Well, yeah, one of our things.
Yeah, I mean, if you do it well, keep doing it.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun with IPAs.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
So like you said, you can buy it at most of the liquor stores.
Yeah, pretty. Like I said, just about any liquor store in town that you would go to for a good craft beer selection, they're going to have it. And I can tell you off the top of my head, the ones that have agreed to partner with us are Happy Harry's, all 3 of their Fargo locations, Bottle Barn, both of their Fargo locations, Bernie's Wines and Liquors, and then 99 Bottles and Bridgeview in Moorhead. So any of those places that carry it, they have agreed to donate the money that they got for it. So it's a really cool thing. It's one of those things that just, kind of snowballed on us and has really, already exceeded our expectations.
Well, now everybody knows where to go, where to get them. Get going. And they're available now.
Until it runs out, basically. So we've still got some at our tap room here. I think all the other stores are pretty well. They were well stocked to start out with. Great. So it's we're the other side of this, of the Altogether project, or the Altogether FM project, was we put out, as part of, actually you guys did this, part of the Altogether FM website, was that bar and restaurant workers could go on there and register to receive some of this money. If they have been laid off or had their hours cut back because of this, they can go on there and register. And I think we set May 15th as the deadline for that. So after May 15th, we'll get it all together and get it with the FM Area Foundation, who's holding on to all that money, and then they'll send out checks. And
we've had a tremendous amount of response, and it just makes you feel good knowing that this is helping the people who serve us all the time. I mean, absolutely. We couldn't do any of this. We couldn't eat. We couldn't go drinking. We couldn't do anything without them. So what a good cause. And
as patrons, we rely on these people, but as a brewery, we've relied on these, all these guys for years to, help tell people that we're out there, that that there's a local beer called Drekker and you should try it. Yep. So I think when we're trying to think of what we can do to help and how we can, who we can help. This is it's not entirely selfless when we're talking about it. This is, these are people that are really important to us, and not only on a business side but personal side too. We've gotten to know a lot of these bar and restaurant workers, and so these are our people. We want to help.
Yep, they are. I have to say thank you guys for doing that and letting us be involved in the little part that we did. But it's a great project.
It was a big part.
But so I don't know if you kind of want to show us a little bit about your new merch. I know you've gotten some really cool things in.
Here, I'll get up and kind of walk around. I'm up in our office right now.
Okay.
But I can go around the brewery and kind of show you what's going on. It's kind of a normal day in the brewery right now. And sorry if the music is loud. But we were brewing a batch today and canning off a new beer. You still there, Maren? Uh-oh. I think I might have lost you.
No, I'm here.
You're still there? Okay, cool.
I am.
All right, I'm going to flip this around. There. So here we're in the brewery. There's Scooter right there, cleaning up after the brew today. So yeah, we're just everything's at this point in the day. Everything's kind of done. The beer's been brewed. They're just cleaning up,
Sure.
and it looks like everything's been canned for the day. So Christy and Sarah here are in the canning line. Looks like they're just finishing up. So we'll head up to the front, and we'll see our tap room's kind of a disaster right now. You know, our tap room's been closed for a month or so, month and a half, and so we're kind of taking that opportunity to do a deep cleaning, do some projects. So we're working on cleaning up our kind of the front area. We did our merch displays. They've been working on. They put a bunch of our old labels all over them, and so this was just kind of a bare wood thing before, but so they're working on one of them. Some of the new stuff we got a couple new hats that we just got in. These super trendy flat bill ones, but yeah, we've got a whole bunch of shirts here. But like this is the beer we were talking about. It's all together. So you can see it has the all together on one side, and then this is the part that we can customize to make our own. And of
Looks
course,
great.
we use Punch Guts art.
Always does great work. He's done a lot for you there.
Oh yeah.
And, well, other than your beer cans, he did your mural in your barrel room as well, correct?
That's true. Yep.
Yeah.
So he did
Great artwork.
he's done a whole bunch of stuff for us.
That's great.
But yeah.
So
So
you have
see what we.
a lot of good 6-packs and 4-packs there, people to come pick up. Get going.
Yeah. So like I said, we run out of some of the the brand new ones right away, but there's probably around 10 beers that we always try to keep in stock, so that we just always have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll flip this back around on me. There.
Great. Awesome. Well, that looks great. Thanks for letting people see a little bit of behind the scenes right now.
Yeah. One other cool thing we got, since I'm standing in front of it, Proof Artisan Distillers brought us this giant tub of hand sanitizer that if people want to come in and make a donation into our tip jar here, they can fill up their hand sanitizer bottles.
And that's another way, I love Proof is always standing up to try and help the community too. That's a great way that they've
been
stepped
awesome.
up. So everyone's working together.
And anything that gets put in there is going to the All Together FM fund
Great.
as well.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much for taking us on a little tour. I know it's kind of busy and hectic there right now.
Yeah, it's crazy, but it's always crazy in one way or another. So we're used to it. It's just different kind of crazy right now.
Right. That kind of what makes it fun, though. You guys always have something going on, regardless if it's at the moment or you have it planned on the future. So.
Yep, that's for sure.
All right. Well, you heard it from here, guys. Thanks so much, Jesse.
Thanks, Maren.
Later. Check out for things happening later, guys. I'm not going to tell you where we're going, but we'll have new stuff for you soon. Bye.
Awesome.
Thanks, Jesse.
Thanks, Maren.